valuable space in your oven. What if we could take the racks out of your oven, except for the bottom rack, of course, place these 2 racks on there? Then you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different areas of cooking inside your oven. We had these on the air only one time before, and that one and only time was way back in December of last year when they sold out completely. They're back in stock today, $24.98. Let's go over and meet Marie-Louise Ludwig. Nice to see you, Angel. Mwah. Good to see you and have you back.
Great to be here.
Such an exciting item because so many folks are looking to do double and triple duty in their ovens, particularly with a busy holiday season.
Yeah, let's increase the real estate by going up. But let me show you. I'm going to show you a great example here. It's the holiday time. You have your standard size oven and you have a turkey in there. What are you going to do with the potatoes and the stuffing and the rolls and everything else? There's no room for it.
Right.
We have got a great idea. So I'm going to move my turkey over. I'm going to grab my shelf, just like this. Easy to assemble. Now, I have just given myself room for my potatoes to bake and room for my stuffing to bake. And I might close that door and let those go for 35 minutes. And then maybe in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to pop in my dinner rolls. Check it out. Big turkey, 2 sides, and the rolls all in one oven.
Oh, I love it.
One great idea.
And we've got another great idea here. Look at this.
Yeah.
You can do a ham on one side and 3 side dishes on the other. So now you're really expanding the real estate of your oven.
Yeah, it's all about giving yourself more space because the oven is a big thing. This takes up a lot of room. I like the fact, David, so much that there's space in between because it's very important in your oven to have all the air circulate around so everything can cook in there at the same time if they're all going on the same temperature, or I like to stagger things. So if we go in the oven next door,
yes.
This gets even better.
Oh,
2 racks in a standard size oven. This will hold up to a 9 by 13 baking dish, and yes, it is sturdy enough to take quite a bit of weight on here. So you can do appetizers on one side because your guests are going to show up for appetizers, and on the other side, the Italian dinner that you are getting ready. I might start with the rigatoni first, with my racks in there, then I might add something else, and then in the end, maybe for the last 20 minutes, I put in my appetizers, everything there together, and I can also use this for warming.
I love it. I mean, so many of us are going to be doing this kind of work as we get into a busy holiday season. You're trying to maximize that space in the oven. These actually just clip together, which is easy. They fit right onto the bottom rack of your oven, so take those larger racks out. And now each side can be customized to what you need. And because these are strong, Marie-Louise, they're going to hold things like a 13 by 9 baker. A full roasting rack can go on the other side. So everything comes together. There's that, oh, that green bean casserole we love so much. 400 sets are now gone, sold out the first and only time on the air way back in December. Our holiday return policy is now in effect. Anything you buy between now and Christmas means you'll have until January 31st of 2017 to return it.
We love that idea. We also love that you can use it outside of the oven for cooling racks. I happen to be a baker. I'm baking all of the time, but we have lots of things that we maybe don't have the covered space for. So how about being able to use this as a cooling rack? Cooling your brownies and maybe a cookie, maybe your cobblers on the rack up there, getting everything up so the air circulates around and everything cools right, but having the capability of doing it on 2 different racks. So if you're doing lots of different cookies, now you've got your cooling racks as well. We also love, and we showed it in the video a little while ago, the fact that these are so easy to store. They assemble and disassemble in 3 easy steps, but look, they'll go right into a drawer. They fold down to just inches and go right into a drawer.
Over 1,000 sets are now gone. This is $24.98. We're thrilled to be able to have this back in stock for you. Take a look at the video again. You pull it out of your drawer space or cabinet, clip it together. No tools are needed for this.
Nope, 3 pieces.
And then just slide it right into the oven. Look at how much weight this is holding.
Yep, and it goes into any standard size oven. You just take out that middle rack and you move the other rack to the bottom shelf and you've got plenty of room. The great thing about this is that you can stagger things. So maybe you start your turkey first and the turkey's got 45 more minutes to go. Then you pop the rack in and you cook your 2 sides. And then in the end, you take your turkey out to let it rest and you pop those dinner rolls in for 5 more minutes. Or Add another rack, pop your appetizers in, and your appetizers are ready to go, and everything is nice
look
and
how
hot.
much this
the
holds.
capacity is amazing.
Oh my word, this is one standard oven that is now holding 6 different dishes. Now, the problem with the way the oven racks are displayed or spaced in your regular oven, you can't get tall things 3 stacked deep on one side because the guides on the oven walls don't allow for that. So now you're getting this much more capacity. Take a look in this last oven. When you see that we've got a full pie baking down below, bread baking in the middle, muffins on top, flatbread over here, then in the middle there's a pie with a crumble, and then finally cookies on the lower side there. This is an extraordinarily useful tool in your kitchen, and if you're someone that has always dreamed of having 2 ovens but it's not in your budget to have a second oven, this is not going to give you a complete second oven, but it's certainly going to give you more real estate, which I think is fantastic. We had this on one time before. It was in December of last year, sold out completely in its debut, and then today another 2,500 have been ordered. I beg your pardon? 2,800 now gone, and we've got a lot of people on the phone lines waiting to place an order. What you don't want to do is wait, because remember, this is a matter of just opening them up, clipping them together, and popping them inside the oven. Let's take a look at the video again, because you store these flat.
Yeah, they store flat, and it's basically 3 pieces. Very easy to assemble, very easy to take apart. You just do it on the bottom rack, so you take the top rack off, and now you have 3 tiers. If you use both of them, you have 6 tiers. Plenty of space in between those tiers, so the air circulates around and everything's still cooking evenly. But now you have so much more space in your oven, and we can all use that, especially around the holiday times.
Hey, can I tell you now that the best way to get through is to use QVC.com and QVC mobile apps, because we've got 900 people waiting to place an order and over 3,500 are gone. I do want to remind you also that if you have one of these, I'm not going to cook my Q card, but if you have a Q card, you could actually put this item on 3 easy payments, because anybody who has a Q card is able to put any item, anytime, any category on 3 pay. The only exclusion would be gift cards. You can't put gift cards on easy. So definitely consider using your Q card and putting this great item on 3 easy payments. So again, you slide the turkey to one side, and then when it's time, closer to when it's time to serve the turkey, you pop in your croissants, because those are your dinner rolls. You also think about putting in that great side dish casserole, or the one you already baked off earlier but now needs to be kept warm so you can get ready for dinner time. This is what it's all about, really maximizing space in the oven, making life a little simpler when you're entertaining. Ina's book that's coming up, Marie-Louise, talks a lot about simplicity and entertaining. So as the host, you're not spending your whole time in the kitchen. So this is really about planning ahead, utilizing space, and maximizing enjoyment with your guests.
Yes, and how about if you're the hostess that's just making the protein, the meat, the turkey or the ham, but you have guests coming into the house and they're all bringing a dish. Where do those dishes go? Easily just pop a rack in, put them in there, and they can keep everything warm until dinner is ready to be served.
Oh, it's so perfect.
It's a perfect idea.
Now 5,000 sets are gone. I'd love to roll our videotape again, because this just tells the story. It stores flat in your cabinet. You pull it out, you unfold it, you clip it together, no tools, and slide it into the oven. But that's only one of the 2 that you get. You can actually put 2 of these in a standard oven at the same time and have 6 different racks for food.
And we do, right here.
Right here.
Look at this. I took some things out and put them on the cooling rack. So if you happen to get 2 sets, you can have 2 out for cooling racks. Companies coming in, you could even use this on a buffet, which would be perfect.
Grab the pumpkin cookie. Is he too hot to handle?
No, he's good now. He has cooled.
I just want to pop that back in there to show capacity.
But look at this.
Look.
So we have our main dish here, our side dish here, our garlic bread on the top, and then on the other side, we had all of our appetizers. So the entire meal at one time in your standard size oven.
Now, this sold out the first time on the air way back in December of last year. This is the first time it's been on since, and another 6,000 ordered in this presentation, and I have 1,000 people on the phone lines. I do want to remind everyone, Ina Garten is coming up with her 1,200 books are already gone. One of the recipes we're showing you from our book today is this one, rigatoni with sausage and fennel. This is Ina's rigatoni with sausage.
And you get to eat it.
All of it.